Violent protests breaking out in Tunisia. Yeah, Tunisia. Protests blamed in part on skyrocketing food prices. Things like milk have been doubling by the week. Things getting so bad that the president of Tunisia fled the country. All of this as Americans are starting to get a dose of food inflation here as well. Consumer prices, while still tame, are surging. About 0.5% last month. That's the biggest increase, though, in a year and a half. And while it's largely blamed on the spike in gasoline prices, food costs are also jumping. Meat and poultry and fish, they're up 5.5% from a year ago. Dairy products up nearly 4%. Sugar and sweets up 2%. And with prices for corn and wheat just about doubling since June, Craig Smith says the nation could see its biggest spike in inflation ever. He is, of course, the CEO of Swiss America. He's been uncannily accurate about trends of late. Very good to have you back on, my friend. What do you make of what's happening here?
Neil, I don't like what I'm seeing. By the way, good to see you again. Happy New Year. It doesn't look good. Let's look at what China did. China raised their rates to stop inflation that was running 8.5% for just the reason you showed your viewers. They're worried about social unrest. And if you look at the postal rate increases just the other day, those were 11.3%. I think that we are headed for much worse inflation than we saw during the Carter years, Neil.
Well, you know, let's say in Tunisia, of course, it's always a different example. Food is a big part of it. When obviously the basic staples are doubling on a weekly, sometimes even quicker than that basis, depending on the item, it can get people upset, and then it looks like no one's in charge, and then the guy running the country leaves. That's a mess. I'm not saying at all that happens here, but we are seeing outbreaks of this same sort of thing on spikes and in key, staples that get people unstable. Where is this going?
Well, I think it's going much higher, Neil, and I'm very concerned about it. As you and I've talked about in the past, we're not seeing fiscal responsibility being executed in Washington, D.C. And look, if we think these minor little tax cuts that we're going to get in income taxes are going to offset 10, 20, 50% inflation rates, we're dreaming. Now, everybody's going to say, Craig, that's ridiculous. We're a reserve status nation. We've got, we're the reserve currency of the world. That will never happen. They said the same thing in Germany, Neil, after the First World War. The first 2 years of Weimar Germany was a very good 2-year period. And then the pent-up money that was out there, like we have, $2 trillion in businesses and $1 trillion in the banks, started moving into the system. It created money velocity. All of a sudden, monetary inflation became price inflation.
Most people want to win financially, but just don't know how. In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to win by introducing a concept that everyone needs. The bursting of the real estate market with a stunning array of bank failures, lost jobs, dependency on oil, political chaos, and natural disasters around the world have created a crisis that not one of us can do anything about to protect our families. Efoods Global is introducing a new currency that will change the way you think. Are you ready? Do you have what it takes to not only survive hard times, but also thrive in them? In times like these, the most valuable currency we have is food and food reserves. It is more precious than gold, oil, and cash. Food is our greatest dependency, because when you're hungry, nothing else matters. You know it, and I know it. Efoods Global is offering a unique plan to flourish in these times. You can't control earthquakes, floods, or the real estate meltdown. But if you have food, you have personal solutions to how these things affect you. More and more people desperately need food reserves. This massive increase in demand means enormous financial opportunity for those who recognize it and share it with others. Efoods Global is the gold standard of food reserves. Once you serve and enjoy one of our delicious, easy-to-fix meals and then save some for the future, you'll have caught our vision. Serve it, save it, share it. It couldn't be simpler. Having enough of the right kind of reserves is a crucial part of winning in any of life's challenges. Our economy thrives when reserves are high: oil, gold, food, and savings. Your lifestyle thrives when your reserves are high. Our premium food line is the financial plan for you, your family, friends, and neighbors to create peace of mind and independence. Many will be able to earn their food that have no other means to feed themselves. Others will be able to create part-time, full-time, and big-time income with Efoods Global. This is the right time, and you are in the right place. Click the Win button now and reserve your founding position along with a person who showed you this video. And stake your claim on your own financial future. We are already attracting thousands, many of whom are coming from our current customer base. Would you like them to be a part of your team? Efoods Global is now accepting member applications for this once-in-a-lifetime chance to change your life forever. We have a successful business model, high-powered leadership, and something that everyone must have. Register right here, right now, and order your 6 free meals so you can truly discover what the currency of the future and your freedom taste like. Efoods Global, saving families one meal at a time.